Hello and welcome to the Miraculous Lightworkers channel, your go-to place for all things about Lightworkers and enlightenment. Thank you for joining me today as we read from the Daily Meditations for Practicing the Course by Karen Casey. Links to where you can purchase a copy for yourself are in the description box below. Today's entry, October 25th, is about purpose and calling. The opening statement says there are no coincidences. It's reassuring to hear that we are exactly where we need to be. It's even more reassuring to know that we will be drawn toward those people who have much to teach us. We can live free of worry if we suspend our fear and judgments and simply trust that we're moving in the right direction all the time. This doesn't mean that we won't take a detour occasionally and end up in a hurtful situation, but we'll recognize instantly that we got off course. When this happens, the solution is to ask the Holy Spirit for help in a new direction. One will come to us. In the meantime, we have an opportunity to practice the principles of the Course by offering love even though it's not immediately returned. Wherever we are, we have work to do, and the job is always the same. The uncertainty that plagued us for so many years is gone forever. We have heard the call, and we are its messengers. Closing affirmation rather. I am in the company of the people who need me most today. This is a special entry for me because I've always been of the mind that there are no coincidences. We are exactly where we are supposed to be. In Unity Church, they have a prayer for protection, which says, "The power of God surrounds me. The presence of God watches through me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well." And it's talking about there's no way for you to be where God did not put you. That if someone has crossed your path that is supposed to be there, there's no way that they could have been anywhere else. It's like a divine appointment. God puts specific people in your path when you need them. We are students, and when we are ready, the teacher that we require arrives. And it's the same for us, vice versa, where we are teachers, like it or not, no matter what you do, you are teaching. And you are going to have divine appointments where students come to you and they don't think of themselves as students, and most of the time we won't either, but they need us because of where we are spiritually as a signpost, a guidance, a stepping stone. Our presence in their world affects the trajectory of their life path, and that's why we're put there. And that can be really interesting to think about when you have certain relationships that are less than satisfactory, as our ego judges them anyways. But I think it's really interesting that when you're in the right vibration, essentially, you start calling people in. But it can't happen until you're in the particular vibration, spiritually, mentally, where you can pull the right people in. So as we raise our vibration, we can respond to our purpose and our calling. And we start to understand that we all have essentially the same purpose. And our calling is to be there for each other. So we might call it something different. When you think of light workers, there's different kinds of light workers. And one person might say, my calling is to practice Reiki. Another person might say, my calling is to be a minister. Another person might say, my calling is to heal through music, through sound vibration. There's so many different avenues that light workers perform their tasks, but the calling and the purpose is the same. It's still universal. It's still a response to spirit to assist in healing and ascension. That's what all of the light workers have in common. So, yeah, I love the idea. Just, we can live free of worry if we suspend our fear and judgments and simply trust that we're moving in the right direction all the time. I've had many moments in my life where I just have this deep breath of reassurance, where just, thank you, Spirit, for affirming for me that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. This happens every so often for me. If you guys have that experience, would you just comment that too? Just share what that's like for you. I've had moments I can look back and remember where I remember one of the first times I had this really powerful affirmation. I was on the edge of this sea cliff in California, and I was looking out over this very misty horizon, and this very, very fine sea mist was just kind of coming across my skin like a dew. And it was almost like a revelation kind of moment where I was just coming to an awareness of this moment right here, right now. I'm supposed to be here and have this experience. And there was no coincidence in this. It was like, I didn't go there for that purpose, but the way that I found myself there and having this experience, which was very transcendent. And the people around me weren't having this experience, but I was having this experience where I was like, it was like a mile marker in my life, like this is a milestone. I need to really mark this in my memory, because this is a special moment where I'm so present to all that is, that I can understand that this is a very special part of my journey. So, yeah, we will take detours occasionally. We're still going to come across unconscious situations. A lot of people operate unconsciously, and that's what Lightworkers are here for. We're here to bring the awareness, to anchor in the light, to illuminate. That's what Lightworkers do. We're illuminators. So, you come to a moment where you can perceive from a vantage point where you realize what you came for, your purpose and your calling, and that even though you might not have always called it a miracle, you're given an opportunity to palpably shift the trajectory of a situation by intervening with light. That's what Lightworkers do. So when you come across a situation, though, where you figure out that you've gotten off course and you've gone on a little detour, all you have to do is reach into the awareness of the Holy Spirit for help and ask for the new direction. And the Course calls this, in a holy instant, you can shift everything, and what would have been a negative outcome can instantly be used for the Holy Spirit, for a higher purpose. Yes, so wherever we are, God is, and all is well. I love that. And we have work to do. The tasks are endless at this moment. There's a lot of illumination that needs to be done. So I'm just really grateful to be a part of it, and to be here to sort of compel all the light workers to know how to move in grace towards that end, that you have work to do, and the end is to answer the calling for the sake of God, so that we can anchor heaven on earth. That's what it comes down to. So the closing affirmation one more time. I am in the company of the people who need me most today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. I truly appreciate you being here. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Tell me what you think, and join us next time as we all come together to uplift, enlighten, and ascend.